Today, I ask you to pause for a moment and look at your life, not just as it appears on the surface, but as it truly is. Each one of us has dreams burning within us. Each one of us has a vision of the person we wish to become, of the impact we wish to make, of the legacy we hope to leave behind. But beyond that vision lies a road, often rocky, sometimes lonely, and always demanding. The price of greatness, the cost of true transformation is steep. There are no handouts in the pursuit of excellence, only determination, resilience, and the relentless spirit to rise every single time you fall. Today's world demands bold minds and strong hearts. The challenges we face, professional, personal, spiritual, require more than talent, more than intention. They require action rooted in character. In the next few moments, I invite you to embark with me on a journey not just of words, but of awakening. We will confront the harsh truths of life, learn how to master our emotions, and discover the immense power of self-discipline, honor, and purpose. This is not a seminar for the faint-hearted nor a pep talk for the complacent. This is a manifesto for those who dare to dream, for those who have tasted defeat but hunger for victory, and for those determined to build not just a life, but a legacy. Are you ready to face the world head on? Are you prepared to learn the secrets that will transform adversity into advantage and weakness into unshakable strength? If your answer is yes, then let us begin, because your journey to emotional strength, powerful character, and true greatness starts now. Let's strip away the illusions for a moment. Life is difficult. There's no sugarcoating it. There's no shortcut around the hard truths. Every person you admire, every trailblazer whose name history remembers, has faced storms you may never see and fought battles you may never know. Why? Because difficulty, not comfort, forges greatness. We're living in a world flooded with empty promises. The idea that success should come quickly, that confidence should be natural, that happiness is a right, not a reward. But the truth is, the world does not hand greatness to anyone. It doesn't matter who you are, where you started, or what advantages you believed you should have received. Life's obstacles are equal opportunity teachers. You will face rejection. You will encounter disappointment. You will experience failure. Not once, but again and again. Some days it will feel like the world is pressing down on your shoulders, trying to break your spirit and steal your dreams. That's normal. In fact, that's the point. Because only through difficulty, that harsh, sometimes brutal teacher, do we uncover the depths of our own strength. Every hardship is a test, an invitation to rise. Those who embrace the struggle, who dig deep when times are tough, are the ones whose potential expands. They are the warriors who trade excuses for actions, who do not allow pain to become their prison, but turn it into their platform. If you want to rise above the ordinary, you must first conquer the extraordinary challenges placed before you. This is the gauntlet of greatness. Welcome it, for it is only through fire that the steel of your character is forged. Success is not the absence of struggle. It is the courage to endure it, to learn from it, and to keep moving forward when every bone in your body tells you to quit. This is the reality of life's hardships, and this reality holds the key to true transformation. Are you ready to rise, not despite your challenges, but because of them? If so, embrace the struggle. Your greatest strength lies on the other side of adversity. Let's confront another deception head on, the myth of instant success. In the age of viral fame and overnight achievements that fill our social feeds, it's easy to believe that greatness should be immediate, that true value can be bought cheaply or snatched in a moment of luck. But the reality is far different. Success, genuine and lasting, cannot be hacked. There is no elevator to the top, only the stairs await you, and those stairs are steep. Too many are searching for shortcuts, hoping for a moment that outshines the years of work they haven't done. They want applause without the effort, recognition without the grind, but value is forged in the struggle. It is earned when you show up and do the work, day after day, long after the excitement has faded. It is built through sleepless nights, hard-fought battles, and the daily decision to keep going, even when no one is watching, and praise is nowhere to be found. There is a difference between those who try and those who triumph. The triumphant are not merely talented, they are persistent. They embrace patience. They build foundations brick by brick, knowing that every challenge conquered adds to their strength. They don't fear time, they harness it. If you believe you are owed quick victories, disappointment awaits you. But if you are willing to invest, to endure, to climb when the world sits back and waits for things to be handed to them, then you have discovered the secret. Value is not found at the finish line, but in the race itself. Set your sights not on the fleeting thrill of instant success, but on the satisfaction of true mastery. Do not envy those who leap. Envy those who endure, who persist, who day by day build themselves into legends through hard, honest work. That is the only path to greatness that time cannot erase. Let's talk about one of the most misunderstood concepts in our modern world, true masculinity, and more broadly, true character. We live in times where strength is often criticized, where virtues like duty, honor, and self-control are labeled old-fashioned or even toxic. But what does it actually mean to be strong, to be masculine, or at the core, to have character? True masculinity does not mean brute force, emotional coldness, or arrogance. Instead, it is about responsibility. It is about the unwavering commitment to do what is right, not what is easy. It's about keeping your promises, standing up for those in need, and being steady as a rock when the storms of life threaten to sweep others away. Character shines not when the world applauds you, but when you are called to act, not because you want to, but because you must. A person of strong character does not wait for motivation to arrive or for convenient circumstances. They act out of principle. You may feel tired, angry, vulnerable, or upset, but when you are driven by duty, you rise above fleeting feelings and you honor your commitments no matter how heavy they feel. The world does not need more people following their every impulse. It needs men and women with unshakable character, those who can be trusted under pressure, who build others up, and who never allow difficulties to define their actions. True masculinity and true greatness comes from leading with conviction, from choosing discipline over ease, and from living with a deep sense of purpose. If you want to be a leader, if you want to be someone worth remembering, then embrace character as your foundation. When emotions are high and doubt surrounds you, remember, you are defined not by what you feel, but by what you choose to do. This is the root of all lasting influence, respect, and legacy. Emotions are powerful. They can fuel us with energy, drive us toward action, and allow us to experience the highs and lows of life with intensity. But just as fire can warm a home or burn it down, emotions, if left unchecked, can either be our greatest asset or our deadliest liability. Those who let their emotions rule their actions find themselves tossed about by every wave of anger, fear, or excitement. Without emotional mastery, you are not in control. Your emotions are. And that loss of control is what leads many to ruin, rash decisions, broken relationships, regrets that linger for years, and in severe cases, harm to oneself or others. True strength lies in being able to feel every emotion fully, but act with wisdom and restraint. It means experiencing frustration, but choosing patience, feeling fear, but acting courageously, being hurt, but deciding not to retaliate. This is not the suppression of emotions, but disciplined mastery over them. The most dangerous person is not the one who is emotional, but the one who is impulsive with their emotions. Schools, workplaces, families, society itself depends on the ability of individuals to exercise self-control. It's the difference between chaos and order, between progress and destruction. When you learn to master your emotions, you unlock your greatest potential. You stop reacting and start responding. You become a leader, a creator of solutions, a steady force in an unpredictable world. Yes, there will be days when you feel low, when anger or sadness threatens your focus, but it is in these moments that emotional mastery is tested and proven. Make it your mission to control your emotions, not let them control you. When you do, you transform every hardship, every conflict, every opportunity into a stepping stone for growth and achievement. Emotional mastery is not just important, it is essential for living a meaningful, impactful life. Resilience is the backbone of every success story. It's what enables a person to rise after setbacks and keep pressing forward when quitting seems like the easier option. But resilience doesn't happen by accident. It is built through the daily practice of discipline, a choice, a habit, and a muscle you must train just like any other. Discipline means doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. It is getting up when your mind tells you to lie down, working when others are resting, pushing forward when comfort tries to seduce you into complacency. It's preparing for the opportunities you dream about even before they arrive. Every time you choose discipline over desire, you strengthen your resilience. Every time you show up, when the weather is bad, when your motivation is low, when everyone else says it's impossible, you are forging an unbreakable will. Think of the world's greatest champions, athletes, leaders, creators, visionaries. Their secret is not superhuman talent or luck. Their secret is the daily, unwavering commitment to discipline. The workouts when nobody's watching, the reading and learning done late at night, the quiet moments of sacrifice that nobody else will ever see or praise. Resilience is not the absence of pain or struggle. It's your ability to keep moving, to keep striving, to keep saying, yes, I can, when everything in you wants to say no more. This discipline is what turns ordinary men and women into legends. It's what transforms failure into the seeds of future victories. So the next time you're tempted to give up, to make excuses, to settle for less, remember, it is not your circumstances that define you. It's your discipline in the face of those circumstances. With every act of discipline, you become more resilient, more powerful, and more capable of conquering whatever life puts in your path. Deep inside every remarkable journey is a force that goes beyond motivation or habit, a higher purpose. This is what separates fleeting effort from lasting excellence, and temporary victories from legendary legacies. Faith, honor, and the pursuit of something greater than yourself are the keystones of a truly powerful life. Faith is not just a belief in something abstract. It's the conviction that your life matters, that your actions echo beyond the present moment, and that even in your darkest hours, there is meaning in the struggle. Faith gives you the courage to push through fear, to rise after failure, and to keep believing when logic says you should surrender. Honor is living a life that aligns with your deepest values, even when no one is watching. It's about being truthful, dependable, and respectful. Honor turns adversity into a test of character, not just a hardship to escape. It reminds you that reputation is built on small choices and that dignity is worth the highest price. But above all, those who truly transform the world are driven by a purpose bigger than themselves. Maybe it's family, maybe it's serving others, maybe it's a calling to lift up humanity or create beauty where there was none. Whatever your higher purpose, let it be the foundation on which you build your discipline, your emotional control, and your resilience. Purpose transforms pain into progress. It makes sacrifices meaningful. It gives you the strength to make choices that honor your true self and the trust that, in the grand scheme of things, all you endure. Revisit your why. Write out your mission statement and read it whenever you need motivation. Invest in growth. Read, learn, and challenge yourself regularly. The more you grow in knowledge and wisdom, the more emotionally powerful you become. Each step, practiced consistently, moves you closer to your greatest self. The journey may be long, but with small, daily actions, you will build emotional power, resilience, and a foundation of discipline that will support you through every storm. Remember, greatness isn't found in a single leap. It's built in the thousands of steps, choices, and habits you create every day. As we reach the end of this journey together, I want you to pause and truly reflect on what you've just heard. These principles are not distant ideals for some far-off mythical hero. They are for you right now, wherever you are in life. You stand at a crossroads every day. Will you pursue comfort or will you chase greatness? Will you let emotions dictate your destiny or will you become their master? Will you settle for a life of regret or will you rise again and again to the discipline that shapes legends? The world waits for those willing to be different, for those who refuse mediocrity, who face hardship head-on, who choose effort over excuses, and who lead with honor, courage, and purpose. Discipline and emotional mastery are not easy, but nothing worth having in this life was ever meant to be easy. That is what makes it sacred. That is what gives it value. Imagine the stories that will be told because you refuse to quit. Imagine the lives changed because you inspired someone to believe, to try, to rise above their own pain, because you blazed a trail even when your feet were bleeding and the path was dark. Let this be your call to action. Begin today. Build your resilience one disciplined choice at a time. Master your emotions, not by suppressing them, but by allowing them to shape you into someone powerful, controlled, and unbreakable. Anchor your days in faith, honor, and the higher purpose that makes every struggle meaningful. One day, long after the applause has faded and the world has moved on, your story will remain. It will be written in the lives you touched, the battles you won, and the example you set. Make sure it's a story worth telling, a story of courage, of discipline, of relentless, purposeful greatness. Now go and live it. The world is waiting for you to rise.